What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs, and today I am going to build this kit. The 1/44 scale Real Grade, the Gundam Base Limited ZGMF X10A Freedom Gundam version GCP from, of course, the Mobile Suit Gundam Seed animated series. This was the kit that I got from Premium Bandai about a year ago. Maybe I think it was more than a year ago, but it was during the time when in China they were having the life-size Freedom Gundam statue being on display, and even I go, okay, great, that's nice to have. They have that over there. I didn't realize how different the Freedom was compared to the standard Real Grade Freedom that we got a few years ago before. When I started seeing pictures online and seeing all the neat detail of this, I immediately said to myself, no, this cannot be my Freedom, the Freedom Gundam that I've been building that I built a long time ago. Which, by the way, it is still one of my most successful video builds on my YouTube channel for a long time. It pretty much, you could say, paid for itself. Wink, wink, you could say. And seeing this, I said to myself, okay, I gotta get Freedom. I gotta get this, and eventually build it when I get the time, which the time is now. You know, this is I'm going to continue with my Summer of Freedom build, beginning with this kit, of course. Well, now this is my second kit, of course. But yeah, I was like, wow, this is really, really neat. I mean, in all due fairness, majority of the kit is similar to the original Rear Grade. It's the armored parts and the extra add-on parts that they added on to this. The rest is basically almost the same. So reviewing this, I was like, I said, okay, fine, it's mine. Now, unlike my original Real Grade Freedom, which unfortunately is no longer with me, it fell and parts broke, and I think I have the parts someplace around. It was never painted, but that's gonna change with this guy. I will be painting this kit as well, painting all my kits. And by the way, if anybody wants to know what GCP stands for, it is the Gundam China project that was launched back in 2020. Look how neat this is. So it's a detailed kit. And of course, one of the most unique details, other than the added-on detail of the kit, is the inclusion of this little piece here, which gives it like a support stand, similar to that's at the in China, the for the life-size statue. But it looks like you can. I wonder, is this a parts forming part, or is this something that you flip up and down? I don't know. I like the box. Very nice box. And there is a 1/100 scale version, but it's more like a full mechanics version of this kit, which I believe the Builder Online end maker actually did an amazing job on that kit. I was like, whoa, just blew my mind away when I saw his assembly of it. But now I'm gonna have fun with this. So let's open the contents of this kit and see what we have to work with here. By the way, as you can see, I rearranged my desk. This is now my new work desk in my room, so things will be a little bit more comfortable for me. Hopefully more comfortable for me. Here's the manual. Here's the multicolor plate, the only yellow part. The black parts, the red, the clear blue. And we have the charcoal parts. It's kind of sad that I was hoping for water slide, but I guess this, they couldn't splurge with the water slide ones. I will definitely look into seeing if I can get some decals for this, water slide decals. Maybe Gundam Planet has it, I'll have to ask. The blue parts, black, and then the charcoal parts, but the charcoal looks more like a brownish color. All the black, and then the blue part there. Black and blue in the background right there. The return of the inner frame parts. They've kind of done away with it with the current set of real grades, but then again, all the real grades are like huge or weird or whatever. But I have not, it's been a while since we gotten any real grade kits that had inner frame. You know what? I got the real grade God Gundam, so I cannot say for certain. I haven't opened that up to see that, and I know somebody's going to say, hey, wait, the God Gundam has inner frame. So, yeah. We have the plate for the white, and then the plate for the gray. And the same thing. Gray parts there, and then the white parts there. Oh boy. I wonder at what stage of my build is going to be where I'm going to be so sick and tired of building Freedom kits. Alright, let's review the manual. Okay, all the detailed information about the Freedom Gundam statue, life-size statues are listed here. And then we have the plates, the plate guide. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 27, 28, 29, 30, 2, 4, 5. About 35 parts that is not required for this build, especially those of the inner frame. I mean, including the inner frame parts, sorry. And then we, over here, we got the assembly of the leg unit. And then from the leg unit, we go to the waist unit. This is the one thing that I remembered what I did not kind of liked with the Freedom, was that waist part. Because how you connect the waist to the torso, not the next page, was a bit strange and weird. It was never my. I kind of didn't like how the construction was designed into that, because you have that weird part here that you can connect the side skirt armor. Then you have from there you have the arm assembly, shoulders, of course, will be on the next page. Then we have the head assembly, followed by the rail guns, which is basically the side skirt armor. And then you have the older shoulder cannons, which, quite frankly, if I'm looking at this correctly, I think this is the shoulder cannons does not turn or pivot. It does not have that feature that is introduced in the new Freedom Gundam SD Master Grade. And then we have the assembly of the shields. Placement. This does have the manipulator hands, but I am not going to use those. I'm going to probably use the parts forming hands. And then how to. Oh, so I didn't. I passed this too quickly. The assembly of the main cannon, the over-the-shoulder cannons, has the support struts there. So and as you can see, it could turn. So you don't have. It's not a parts forming weapon. Here's the beam rifle assembly right there. Then how to turn it around so you can fire the cannons. And as you can see, the cannons is firing in an angle unless you bring the wings up a little bit higher so it could be, straight. And then of course we have the ever so popular paint guide. White, gray, yellow, red. It says black, but it also says midnight blue, which doesn't make any sense. Then we have the cobalt blue and it does show two tones blue, but you will only see it here and here. So will I use two tones blue, not glue? And I just didn't notice that also these. It's different because actually now you notice that the side skirt armor, where it's the rail cannons, has more detailed black parts there than it is what you normally see on the original one. So let me get my paint. Stand by for 1 sec. So the paint job is going to be identical like what I did with, of course, the Master Grade SD Freedom Gundam. But I am noticing a few things that we're going to cover, and I'll show you right now. So right now for the white, I have this is Moto White, which is basically pure white, but I can switch it up with MS White, which I believe I have enough in here, or maybe is this an empty bottle? And it's an empty bottle, yes it is, but that's okay. I can dig up another bottle of white later on. So I'm using that as a stand-in. Gray, I have some ideas. I'll use light gold gray for the gray areas. For the black, I have Titan's Blue 1, which I'm going to use that. For the inner frame, I'm going to use Moto's gunmetal for that. For the blue, the royal blue that I have prepared, should have enough of this. The yellow will be the MS yellow, and then for the red, Herman red for this. Now I have noticed that there are some yellow parts here that are meant from stickers, which I will definitely mask off and repaint the red yellow, but this is not yellow. It feels like it's an orangey yellow tone to it. I may darken that up, or may just paint it the way it is, no big deal. So that would be, for now, the idea that I'm going to be using on this kit. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If I see something else that I'd like to change up, I'll do it, and then I'll show it to you guys. So for now, that's it. Here's what I got. Let me shut up and begin building Real Grade Freedom Gundam GCP. Before we begin the assembly of the Real Grade Freedom Gundam GCP, I just wanted to show you guys that now I have a little bit more accessibility to my spray booth. Before, it was kind of difficult because in the angle that my hands were, I was like this and spraying and all that stuff, but now I have full access to my spray booth at this moment, so it's a lot easier for me. And also the two, my spray gun is right down here, so I can actually bring it down like so and show off a little bit more detail for me to do work. This will also allow me to extract the container over there, so I can remove the water reservoir and give me ease of clean. Also, I'm gonna have to start cleaning up these plexiglasses here because it's a little dirty and all that stuff. So I need to start working on that as well. One other thing, though, which I should mention. Where is that? Okay, there we go. I'm not going to do step-by-step instructions on showing the inner frame of the Freedom. I'm going to begin taking the kit apart, cleaning it, and immediately assembling everything. You don't need to see what the inner frame looks like of the Freedom Real Grade, or side-by-side comparison. I'm going to bypass all that. I've done it before. We're just going to concentrate on the painting. So my video may be a little longer and more far in between, so I won't be posting part 2 until the next video, until like a couple of days later, which will give me enough time to have all the parts cleaned, all the parts on clips and ready to prime and paint. So I don't want to waste you guys' time on that. So that way we can get this kit done quickly, since we've all already seen the Freedom Gundam Real Grade before. Just to give you a heads up on how I'm going to be doing the workflow for this. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So let's begin with the assembly and the preparation and the assembly of the Real Grade Freedom Gundam.